I don't want to brag, but the biggest fish I've ever caught is this big.
28, 29-inch walleye.
Oh, I got a 43-inch muskie.
Biggest fish I ever caught was a 25-pound salmon. It was about 35 inches long.
That's not a very big fish. Gotta get bigger.
The biggest fish I've ever caught is about this big.
I caught a 44-inch northern and a 29.5-inch walleye.
Well, like so.
I had a northern pike that was that big.
It was a walleye caught here in the Mississippi River.
The biggest fish I ever caught in Minnesota was a state record tiger muskie. It was this big.
Fishing in Minnesota is great.
We have everything from shallow basin lakes to Lake Superior.
Minnesota has a wealth of opportunity. We've got lakes everywhere. Best place to catch a walleye, hands down, is Minnesota.
You could go to a different lake every day, but we want you to stop in and find out where to catch those fish.
Hi, I'm Josh, and I own Blue Ribbon Bait and Tackle. I'm a guide here in the Twin Cities Metro. My favorite lake to fish is probably Lake Elmo, but there's a lot of really great lakes right around the store and two great rivers, the Mississippi River and the St. Croix River. And right here in the Twin Cities Metro, you can catch everything from a catfish all the way down through a muskie. And the opportunities are there because there's 300 plus lakes in the Twin Cities. There really isn't anything that the Twin Cities Metro can't offer.
Nice one.
My name's Bill Lundeen. I own Lundeens Tackle Castle and Guide Service on Lake Mille Lacs. And my favorite place to fish in Minnesota is Mille Lacs Lake. We've had days out here where we've caught in excess of 50 walleye in the course of the day and still made it home in time for supper. My name's Ike. I own Ike's Bait and Tackle in Red Wing, Minnesota. My favorite place to fish is on Lake of the Woods. I started fishing at a very young age of probably 5 years old, fishing with my father. Probably the best fishing story I've had was on Lake of the Woods, where one weekend me and my father released right around 50 walleyes between 5 and 8 pounds. A lot of fish.
Hi, I'm Steve Tice from Log Cabin Bait and Tackle, Baudette, Minnesota. Lowest point in the Lake of the Woods. We do a lot of vertical jigging up here right close to the boat, just like so. It's a very good way to catch fish.
Hi, my name is Bill Powell, owner of Fred's Bait.
Welcome to Fred's Bait. Here it is, the bait room. Pretty awesome.
One of my favorite places to fish in Minnesota is Sand Lake. A jig and a spot-tailed shiner is a favorite minnow to fish with. The best way to catch walleyes when using the shiners is using a short shank and quick jerk your jig.
Well, the big thing with Lake Superior is that it's cold water fishing. And when you fish Lake Superior, you can fish trout and salmon, just about any kind of cold water fish that's available. And you can also go into the river right next to the lake and catch walleyes in northern. So this area is very, very popular. My name is Russ. I own Marine General. I've owned it for 30 years. And my favorite place to fish is Lake Superior.
My name's Ron Bostic. I'm the owner of Tabor's Bait. We've been here 4.5 years. Been in bait most of my life. My favorite lake to fish here in Minnesota is right in my backyard, Lake Bemidji. 25 miles from this spot I'm standing, there's over 400 lakes.
Minnesota has the best variety of fish by far. Hi, I'm Jim. I've owned In-Town Marina for 26 years along with my family, and my favorite place to fish is Lake Waconia.
Lucas, there. So we've got a minnow-eating dog. Luke is a Chesapeake Lab. In fact, people come here just to see the dog sometimes. Well, my name is Steve Nelson. I'm the owner of Spirit of the Wilderness Outfitters and Bait Shop in Ely, Minnesota. We've owned this shop since 1999, and we got into it because we have a passion for introducing people to the Boundary Waters. Well, one of my favorite spots is Basswood Lake. It's right up on the Canadian border, and you have a lot of area to fish in. You can fish from top water down to about 30 feet, and you can fish every day of the week and catch a variety of fish.
I've been fishing Minnesota lakes for 50 years and I'll never quit.
The trophy's in the eyes of the beholder.
Fishing in Minnesota is great because You have a variety of fish to choose from. You have clean, clear waters to fish in. And you're going to have fun.